How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you another absolute banger of a platinum. Today, we've got another one from Zinalon called Twin Colliders, and you're looking at only $1 on the PlayStation Store with only 4 stacks, all 4 region stacks for PS4, no PS5 version for this one. This is a little arcadey game where you're trying to use your 2 sticks to highlight a spot on 2 different coordinate maps, catching the particles that come flying in from off-screen. As you catch more, you'll get more points, and you'll be able to spend said points using the drone at the top of the screen. Using L1 and R1, you can move the drone between upgrading the multiplier, the max capacity, adding to your overall score, the energy gained by collecting each particle, and the speed at which the drone feeds your points into each upgrade. Trophy-wise, you've got 12 total, 11 gold and the platinum, and you've got a few goals here, though the vast majority of them are going to unlock while you're working towards a total score of 4,000, which you increase by having your drone in that middle spot up top. You're going to have to upgrade at least one of the other parts to level 5, though I would definitely recommend upgrading all of them, as it's going to help speed up the process of getting you a higher score. This took me about 9 minutes or so to finish, and I'd expect you to take about that long as well. I wouldn't say it's a particularly difficult game by any means, though it does speed up a good bit by the time you're nearing that 4,000 point score mark. Just keep catching the particles as they're coming in, move your drone around every once in a while to upgrade things, and keep pumping any excess points into your total score, and you'll get this done in no time. I figure it's going to depend on how good your hand-eye coordination is doing, but I think anything under 10 to 15 minutes or so is a pretty good time for this platinum. How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing another absolute banger of a platinum. Today, we've got another one from Autoslavic called Memory Holder Winds of Freedom, and you're looking at $2 cross-buy on the PlayStation Store with all 8 major region stacks. This is another entry in their Memory Holder series of Match 2 games, this time with a set of tiles based on birds. If you ever played a Match 2 game before, and considering you're old enough to be watching this video, I'm going to assume you have, you already know what the deal is here. Flip a card over, flip more cards over, find the ones that match, and you're good to go. Trophy-wise, you've got 12 total, 11 gold and the platinum, and if you've played any of the other memory holder games, you know what the deal is for this one, as the trophy list is identical to the other entries in the series. Start the game, finish the first level by yourself within 10 seconds, it's only 4 tiles, you can handle it. And every level after that, you can just go ahead and use the autocomplete option in the pause menu. This took me about 2.5 minutes or so to finish, and I'd expect you to take about that long as well. You might be able to cut your time down by a few seconds here and there, but you're going to be right in that 2 to 3 minute mark regardless, just because of how long it takes to get from one level to another. How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing another absolute banger of a platinum. Today, we've got another one from Zinalon called StackZap, and you're looking at only $1 on the PlayStation Store with only 1 stack as far as I can tell, so just the 1 worldwide stack for PS4. This is a little arcadey match 3 type game where you're trying to match at least 3 colored dots together to make them disappear and get you points. Your only controls here are going to be the D-pad, with left and right moving the falling set of orbs, and up and down cycling through the colors, so you can get the placement you want. The idea here is about as simple as it gets, just match 3 of a color together and they'll disappear, get you points, and you'll move on to the next drop. Trophy-wise, you've got 12 total, 11 gold and the platinum, and you've got a few goals here, though the vast majority of them are going to unlock while getting to a total score of 5,000. You're going to have to make a total of 20 stacks, as well as matching each of the different colors, red, green, blue, yellow, and gray, though I got the 5,000 point and 20 stack trophies at the exact same time as my last trophies, so expect to get the rest of them while you work towards that. This took me about 3.5 minutes or so to finish, and I'd expect it to take about that long as well. It's definitely not a difficult match 3 style game at all. There's no special orbs or anything like that to contend with. It really is just matching 3 of the same colored orb together to get points, repeat until platinum. I guess it'll depend a little bit on luck and how good you are at this kind of game, but I don't see you having to take any longer than 5 minutes to get this one finished. How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you another absolute banger of a platinum. Today, we've got another one from Crota called Rooftop Rascal the Claus Cat, and you're looking at $2 on the PlayStation Store with only 4 stacks, all 4 region stacks for PS5, no PS4 version for this one. This is another release in their series of Rooftop Rascal games where you're trying to get your cat up to the rooftop, meowing on top of any little collectibles on your way up there. It's a super simple, super quick little arcadey platformer, and if you've played any of the other releases in the series, you know what you're doing here. Trophy-wise, you've got 14 total, 2 silver, 11 gold, and the platinum, and you've essentially only got 2 goals here, to grab all of the collectibles and to make your way to the roof so you can meow up there. You'll unlock all the other trophies on your way to getting those, so no worries there. This is only going to end up taking you about a minute or so to finish at most, and odds are you're going to end up getting this done way quicker than that. The fastest time as of me writing this seems to be 14 seconds, and the top 50 rounds out at 34 seconds, so don't expect to be at this one for very long. How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you another absolute banger of a platinum. Today, we've got another one from T Games called The Jumping Orange, and you're looking at $2.50 cross-buy on the PlayStation Store with all 8 major region stacks. This does have auto-pop, so once you finish the platinum on PS4, you can head into the PS5 version and get yourself a second platinum immediately. This is a little arcadey game where you're trying to bounce a ball between your paddle and the green lines circling around you. If the ball comes back and hits your orb rather than your paddle, you'll lose and have to restart that level, so you're just going to want to keep following the ball with your paddle by moving left or right on the stick. Trophy-wise, you've got 61 total, 54 bronze, 5 silver, 1 gold, and the platinum, and you've got a few goals here, though the vast majority of them are going to unlock while you make your way through to the 15th level. Aside from that, you're going to have to hit the ball off your paddle 300 times, hit 225 bricks, hit the border 144 times, all of which you can just grind out if necessary, and collect 15 stars, which I'm not sure how you don't get 3 stars if you finish the level, so that should unlock along the way. You're also going to have to skip a level, which took me a solid 5 minutes to figure out how to do. All you're going to have to do is lose a level, restart it, do that 3 total times, and you'll have the option at the bottom of the screen to hit triangle to skip. This took me about 13 minutes or so to finish, but as I said earlier, it took me an extraordinarily long time to figure out how on earth to skip a level. I think that between grinding out the other trophies and either playing or skipping your way through the levels to get to 15 is going to take you somewhere in the 5 to 10 minute range. How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you another absolute banger of a platinum. Today, we've got another one from Nostra Games called UFO Builder, and you're looking at $2 on the PlayStation Store with all 8 major region stacks. This does have auto-pop, so once you finish the platinum on PS4, you can head into the PS5 version and get yourself a second platinum immediately. This is a little arcadey game where you're trying to hover your UFO over the outline of a building that you're trying to put up, getting more cash the further you get into building it. Eventually, a little enemy vehicle of some kind will come rolling up, zapping the building you're working on and preventing it from getting built. All you have to do is hover over the little vehicle thing for a bit, you'll destroy it, and you can get back to putting that building up. Once the building's done getting built, it'll disappear, a little cash thing will spawn, hover over that to blow it up, and you'll have a big pile of money to pick up. From there, you'll be back at the main menu where you can spend your cash on either a revenue or power upgrade, and I would just do the cash one every single time. That's the whole gameplay loop, so don't expect anything super complicated here. Trophy-wise, you've got 71 total, 70 bronze, and the platinum, and you've only got 1 goal here to make a grand total of $3,000 across however many levels it takes for you to get there. It's cumulative, so expect to get there around level 4 or 5 as long as you're buying those cash upgrades in the main menu. This took me about 3 minutes or so to finish, and I'd expect you to take about that long as well. You'll probably be able to cut your time down to somewhere in the 2 to 3 minute mark without much of an issue, but I figure anything under 5 minutes is a pretty good time for this platinum. How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you another absolute banger of a platinum. Today, we've got another one from GG Mux called Remember Easter, and you're looking at $4 on the PlayStation Store with all 8 major region stacks. This is another entry in their Remember series of Match 2 games, this time with an Easter flair, so if you've played any of their other Remember games, you already know what you're getting into here. All you're going to have to do is flip over 2 cards, see if they match, and just keep flipping until you've matched all the pairs on the board. You've got 8 card, 12 card, 16 card, and 20 card games that you'll have to work through, as well as a hint system that'll show you all the cards at once, and a black card option that'll make you lose if you match the 2 black cards. Trophy-wise, you've got 41 total, 30 bronze, 5 silver, 5 gold, and the platinum, and you've got a few goals here, though the vast majority of the trophies are going to unlock as you finish each of the different sized games. Aside from that, you're going to want to lose a game by running out of moves, as well as losing on the first turn to matching 2 black cards. Finish the 8, 12, and 16 card games using all the hints you want, but finish the 20 card game without using any for the last trophy. Just write down the cards as you flip them for the 20 card game if your memory isn't up to snuff, though it's very generous with the amount of moves you have, so you won't have any trouble with it. This took me about 5 minutes or so to finish, and I'd expect you to take about that long as well. The trophy list is identical to all the other Remember games, so expect this to take about the same amount of time as those if you've played them before.